Let me tell you a story from India now. It was December 2016. A man in his late 30s lured a minor into his house. The man told the child he would give her a guava. Once the child was in his house, the man groped her. He tried getting her out of her clothes. The young girl's mother lodged a complaint. Earlier this year, the man was presented before a court. Under Indian law, he should have been sent to jail for what he did. He should have been given at least 5 years of rigorous imprisonment. He wasn't. The court allowed him to walk free. The judge said the man's behavior did not amount to sexual assault. The judge, by the way, was a woman, Justice Pushpa Ganediwala. She ruled that holding the hands of a 5-year-old and unzipping the trousers do not amount to sexual assault under POCSO. What is POCSO? Protection of Children from Sexual Offences. It's a law introduced in the year 2012 to protect children in India. It defines sexual assault as when someone touches a child with sexual intent or makes the child touch the person or does any other act with sexual intent which involves physical contact. Now, in this case, the judge saw no proof of physical contact, so she let the accused walk free. She said he could not be charged with sexual assault because there was no skin-to-skin contact. I want to read out for you what the judge said in her order. Listen to this. As such, there is no direct physical contact, that is skin to skin, with sexual intent without penetration. She went on to say the act of pressing of breast of the child aged 12 years in the absence of any specific detail as to whether the top was removed or whether he inserted his hand inside the top and pressed her breast would not fall in the definition of sexual assault. So the paedophile walked out of the court a free man. The news of this judgment spread like wildfire. It was slammed for setting the wrong precedent. The criteria for skin-to-skin contact meant that anyone could put on gloves, grope a minor and get away with it, or touch a child without removing her clothes and get away with it. But why am I telling you the story tonight? Because India's apex court, the top court in the country, has set aside this verdict. It's a very important decision with far-reaching consequences. The Supreme Court of India has not been shy of calling out the absurdity of this verdict. The court said that when it comes to sexual assault, it is the intent that counts, not skin-to-skin contact. And you must hear what the Supreme Court of India said. I'm going to quote again. The purpose of the law cannot be to allow the offender to escape the meshes of the law. What does touch mean? Simply a touch? Even if you're wearing a piece of clothing, they're not trying to touch clothing. We must see touch in the meaning that Parliament intended. And the court went on to say, we have held that when the legislature has expressed clear intention, the courts cannot create ambiguity in the provision. It is right that courts cannot be overzealous in creating ambiguity. It's a very progressive judgment and a much needed one. Do you know why? Because it involves minors. It affects children. It helps in deterring crimes against them. Every day, India reports an average of 350 crimes against minors. Over 128,000 cases of crimes against minors were reported in 2020. At least 43,000 cases were filed under the POCSO Act. This is according to India's National Crime Records Bureau. The skin-to-skin criterion set by the lower court would have helped perpetrators get away. It was important to set aside the verdict. It was important that the little girl who was lured on the pretext of being given a fruit was given justice. Today, the Supreme Court of India has ensured that, and for that, we applaud the court's judgment. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.